The India Plastics Pact is a voluntary business initiative that brings together stakeholders from across the plastics value chain to transition to a circular plastics economy. Collaborations between stakeholders across the value chain are key to achieving a world where plastic is valued and doesn't pollute the environment. Partnerships like those of Hindustan Unilever and Banyan Nation and ITC and Lucro Plasticycle highlights the importance of collaborative action to achieve a circular economy for plastic packaging.
So it started in 2016 when we actually first reached out to Unilever. Actually, that wasn't a time when anybody was thinking about circular economy or including recycled content in packaging. But what really propelled it is when we won the World Economic Forum Circular Economy Award at Davos, where Mani, who's the CEO, met Chairman and CEO of Unilever at the time, Paul Polman, and he said that if such a good thing is happening in India, why isn't Unilever a part of it? So before he reached India back from Davos, we already had calls from Unilever teams. That's how it all got started, and the rest is history.
So at Unilever, we have this vision of a waste-free world, and the entire partnership that we do in this space to create this waste-free world is in line with whether it is the SMEs or the startups that we tie up with. And Banyan Nation's association with Unilever was one such step where we work towards developing recycled content which is safe to use for FMCG packaging, and that's how I'd say it would started.
So our collaboration began back in 2021 when we first reached out to ITC, which was because we saw that there was a need in the FMCG market for companies to take up post-consumer recycled shrink wraps. And as we speak now, there are many teams in ITC that are using Lucro shrink wraps.
There's always a need of, to do something on adding post-consumer recyclates into secondary packaging. So Lucro is majorly into making of secondary pouches or secondary shrink bundling, where they're adding post-consumer recyclates into their bundling film. And we do use bundling film to collate different primary packaging material, and that is how we collaborated with Lucro.
One of the biggest challenges with recycling in India is sourcing at a large scale with consistent quality. And Banyan's always been of the view that we need to do it in an inclusive way. So most of the recyclates in India are sourced by the informal sector, and we want to be sure that in whatever path we build towards sustainability and recycling, that we include the informal sector.
When we started really, so it was developing the robust processes, the data checkpoints, specification, the product pack, stress testing that we did, all of that kind of pulled in together, gave us the confidence to go ahead and really put these material back into our primary packaging.
Waste is very heterogeneous in nature, and there is unfortunately not a lot of ways to acquire good quality material. When we're looking at post-consumer waste, it comes in its mixed format and with a lot of dirt, etc. in it, with a lot of food waste in it. There's a lot of segregation that material has to go through. Lucro segregates material into 15-20 different categories, ranging from color types, ranging from how dirty or clean the waste is, and also ranging from what kind of dirt that particular waste has. Post that, it goes into washing, and that's how the quality is improved.
Because whenever you are adding any recyclates into your virgin plastic, the strength of the packaging goes down, because once you recycle polymer, the strength normally falls. So that is where the first challenge was,
Yeah, I mean, we definitely didn't do it alone. We did it in collaboration with Unilever and other brands as well, who helped us, who held our hand through the whole process. And we together developed that spec and developed what is a benchmark for a good human contact safe recycled plastics.
Working and understanding, because we would want quality, consistency and repeatability. That is actually the key. So this is, I think, what we learned, and that's why we put across a robust spec in place and ensured that batch on batch the material that came was fit for use.
Obviously, washing that the line has to go through. We have one of the largest flexible plastic washing lines in the country. There's other strategies that are put into place to remove the oil and dirt, etc., even before the material goes into the washing line, to again make sure that minimal washing is put into place.
So shrinkage was a challenge earlier, like we need certain percentage of shrinkage when we pass this shrink bundling through a shrink tunnel. So normally the shrink ratio required is almost 70%, but we were not getting it initially, but then after working with both Lucro and Dow, we were able to achieve this desired shrinkage and we were able to achieve the desired quality.
Absolutely. I think the role of India Plastics Pact in accelerating the path towards circular economy cannot be debated. I think the fact that India Plastics Pact puts all of us in a room, together, we understand each other's challenges and we know how to then, go back and work on those challenges instead of, just working in our silos. So I think there's a great forum and I hope, we'll see the impact in a few years, if not right away.
So I think collaboration is the key, and this platform at India Plastic Pact is an ideal one because it gives us a chance to interact with players across the plastic value chain, and that's where I think the future also lies, so that all the players come together, learn from each other, share best practices and co-create a better future.
The India Plastics Pact targets are well designed and align with the interests of all the stakeholders involved. It has already seen an increased collaboration and will continue to do so.
I think Indian Plastic Pact is doing a great job. They have made a platform where they're inviting different FMCG partners, vendors, manufacturers, recyclers together. And this is helping a lot in terms of sharing of knowledge between the different industries they are inviting.